Elevation requires a funeral. Girlie, are you ready to bury some bodies? Now, I'm not talking about anything literal. I'm talking about habits, versions, attachments that can't survive where you're headed. When we talk about the elevation shift, we're not talking about a glow up. We're not talking about a rebrand. We're talking about the internal decision to stop operating from an outdated version of yourself. Elevation doesn't start with adding more. It starts with removing what no longer fits. And this is where most people get stuck. Not because they aren't capable, but because they're still loyal to who they used to be. You don't rise into a new level by thinking the same way with better aesthetics. You rise by shifting how you make decisions. The real cost of elevation isn't money, and it's not time either. It's identity. It's releasing patterns that once protected you, and it's retiring habits that helped you to survive, but definitely can't help you lead. Some versions of you were built for a season that's already over. It's dead and gone, girlies. And elevation requires you to acknowledge that without guilt. Elevation asks you to let go of what's familiar, even when what's familiar feels safe. Most people don't even resist the elevation. They resist the uncertainty. They resist the feeling of being uncomfortable. They resist not knowing who they're going to be once they let go of those old versions. They resist outgrowing those rooms, those routines, and most importantly, those relationships that once felt like home. There is grief in elevation, and we just don't talk about that enough, girlies. You can be grateful for who you were and the lessons you learned and the people you encountered and the relationships that you've built, and still be honest that you can't stay there if you expect to do something different. Loyalty to who you used to be will cost you where you're trying to go. And I'm talking about cost, honey, cost. The shift doesn't require perfection. It's going to require honesty, though. Honesty about what no longer fits, about where you've been avoiding change, about the habits that you keep defending. Clarity doesn't come first.